today's video, we're going to be doing a boost leak test on our 2002 Subaru WRX using this tool from Turbo Boost Leak Testers. So stick around for the entire video because I'm going to give you a step-by-step on how I like to boost leak test my Subarus, and then at the end of the video I'll give you my honest opinion of this tool. So if you've been following the channel, you would have seen in my last video that we replaced a bad PCV valve that was affecting our boost, and we were able to find that pretty easily using this exact tool. So I'm going to give you my step-by-step process right now. So the first step that we're going to be talking about right now is we're going to be removing our intake system. So whether you're running an aftermarket setup like we have here or you're still on your stock airbox, you're going to want to remove the entire thing up until your turbo inlet hose. So now that we have the tester all situated and fitted to our turbo inlet hose, the next thing you're going to want to do is start capping off any of the lines that are going to be connected to that turbo inlet. You can do that simply how we have it here. We just removed this line and plugged it with a bolt, or you could also have a pair of hose clamps to seal off the airflow going through those lines. All right, so a super important step right here is you're going to want to make sure to remove your oil fill cap. Reason being, if you don't remove this, you're going to be pressurizing the crankcase and then you run the risk of blowing any oil seals or gaskets. Next, you're going to go over to your compressor's regulator and you're going to set it to no more than 10 psi for your first initial test. So now that everything's ready, we're going to go ahead and apply 10 psi of air to our system and see if we get any boost leaks. So after you've checked all your major connections, if there's no super audible air leaks coming from any of them, you could douse them with soapy water and inspect for bubbling, which means you're never truly closed from the intercooler to the throttle body plate connection. So air is going to flow from there into the manifold, past the valves, and then into the crankcase, and that's why you could always hear a little bit of air coming from the fill cap, and that's why we removed it. So overall, this test did a pretty good job of finding the bigger, more obvious boost leaks. The one thing I would say I did not like about it though is that in order to truly build pressure, you would need to remove the intercooler and find a way to cap off the connection from the intercooler to the throttle plate. In doing that, by removing your intercooler, you're also disturbing the rest of the system, so you could possibly be creating more boost leaks than you had to start with. As far as this specific tester goes, it definitely works. The boost pressure gauge on top, we were never able to actually get a reading from it, even though we followed all the instructions from the manufacturer. And again, I think that's due to the fact that that connection from the intercooler to the throttle plate is never truly blocked off, so the air is going to go through there, past the valves into the crankcase, and then find its way out of that oil fill tube. But this did help us find our boost leak at our PCV valve in my previous video. If you weren't able to check it out, be sure to check it out right up there. And for that reason, this is definitely going to be something that goes inside of my toolbox. And for any future boost related issues that I do come across, this will be the first test that I run. If you've completed a similar boost leak test and had a different result or had a different reading on this pressure gauge, be sure to let us know in the comments down below what you found. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to stick around and subscribe, because next week we're going to be putting on a Cobb boost control solenoid onto this 2002 Subaru WRX.